Welcome to the University of Kabianga, Innovation and Excellence. The university gladly introduces you to the 7th graduation ceremony held on the 8th of November 2019. This is one of the events that is key in the calendar of the varsity. This ceremony comes with uniqueness as the large number of candidates graduate with various degrees in the history of the university since its inception, with more than 1,900 graduates with the pioneer PhD candidates graduating.
This year, we are going to graduate 1,955 graduates will be graduated on Friday. And this graduation is a unique graduation for us as University of Kabianga, because this will be the first graduation where we are going to graduate PhDs. We are going to graduate 6 PhDs this year. This is our first cohort. So it is a special occasion, it's a milestone.
The university has undergone various transitions in terms of infrastructure development. This includes both the tuition and accommodation blocks, among many other projects in play.
The University of Kabianga started as a campus of Moi University in 2007. That is when it was just pronounced as a campus of Moi University. And during that time, they did post 155 students who are doing degree courses. So our first cohort of students were only 155. So we have grown in terms of student numbers from the 155 we were given by Moi University. But in terms of growing up, we did also in 2013, we were chartered as a full-fledged university. We were given a charter in 2013, and that now gave us full autonomy as a university. So in terms of growth, that is the governance issue has taken us through those processes of being a campus, being a college, to being a chartered university. As we were a college of Moi University, we did not have the infrastructure. As you know, this college or this university was formerly a farmers training center. And as a farmers training center, it had only 2 classrooms. Standard classroom for farmers who will come for 1 week or 2 weeks, and they will be there. And then a higher percentage of the infrastructure which was existing then, which was still very modest, were 2 hostels and then houses. So we were able to convert those facilities to be in use by the university. So we then, under the Moi University Council, they did provide some funds for us to develop some of the infrastructure, because we did not have any infrastructure which was nearing what you can call a university infrastructure at that time. So we got some funds from Moi University Council and we were able to develop, I think, one of the first buildings was our Lake Yaol 1. That is one of the infrastructure which we developed under Moi University. We also developed the hostel which is just opposite the finance, and then the big hostel on the other side, the Trankla hostel. We did develop that one under Moi University deliberation. But when we became a college, a constituent college, we turned in back on infrastructure development. And the first thing we did was to develop a physical master plan. And in that physical master plan, it shows us what infrastructure we require to put in place for us to be able to deliver on the curriculum, anticipated curriculum we're going to plan. But the first thing we did was to say, if we are going to offer this curriculum, we require lecture theatre space, we require labs. So we embarked on developing the labs which you see for the biological chemistry down there were done to accommodate our science students. And then we embarked on phase 1, lecture theatre phase 1. And the design of that is that in the physical master plan, we are clustering buildings according to their functionality. So if you look at the master plan, the academic infrastructure is actually placed where we have the lecture theatre phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And then on the other side, opposite lecture theatre phase 3, are also part of the academic facilities. Then on the upper side, those will be hostels, accommodation for students on the upper side. So we try to separate those one. Then to where we are currently have where we are constructing the parking lot, will be have recreational facilities on the lower side. That is what the master plan is indicating.
The quality of education and practicality offered in the university is remarkable and recognized worldwide. These improvements have been seen by various collaborations by other education centers and corporate institutions.
My name is Professor Elijah Mwenga, Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academic and Student Affairs. Innovation is the center of everything, and the young people that we are nurturing right now at the University of Kabianga are supposed to innovate. The young mind always thinks about innovation, new things, new beginnings, new frontiers. And at the university, we not only nurture the talent or the innovative mind through the academic program that we are offering and various infrastructure that support that, but we have programs also which are geared towards innovation. For instance, we have a hackathon. A hackathon is a marathon programming effort that we have with our students. And here we immerse the students into an innovation week where they write programs throughout until they are tested and work. And right now we are talking about two very innovative programs, apps we call them. One is about the electronic campus, or we call it an e-campus app, where we are amassing or bringing all the student data and information that they want to be aware of and allow them to access the app from the App Store when they register and quickly get to understand the University of Kabianga and all the various services and resources that we offer. The second app is on electronic health. We call it eHealth. And this is a partnership with the county government and the University of Nairobi through the USAID program. And we are developing this app to help in terms of reaching out to the people in the rural areas and everybody else and offer health tips on how to address some of the health challenges that we are faced with. And there are many other innovative issues that we are involved in, including music, drama, and others. We had a very high-power delegation from Lancaster University in the United Kingdom who are collaborating with us in the area of forestry and related research. They are carrying out research to ensure that we circumvent or we mitigate against drought-related challenges in our country. And the University of Kabianga and others are participating in that particular research and collaboration. We have collaboration with KEFRI, where we deal with issues of species for various trees and places where they can be planted to grow. We have a collaboration with the University of Nairobi in terms of our research on IT health, and also a university in Ghana, a university in China in terms of developing certain cultures where we can collaborate within the two institutions and even at country level. And there are many other collaborations that we have forged with local and international bodies, not only for our own visibility, but also to develop our staff and students in exchange programs and also build our capacity for research. You know, when we collaborate and have many partners in the area of research, then you have minds crossing and have better results for the betterment of humanity.
Not only do students shape their academic future, but also build their morals to be good citizens. This is achieved by the efficient communication between the students and administration. Co-curricular activities are also key in the life of the students and excellently offered. The sports activity cut across all games, and every semester students represent the university in the competition.
It is at the core of the university existence because the programs that we have developed, 68 plus programs ranging from diploma, undergraduate and postgraduate, they must be offered in a manner that will create the right skills, attitude, as well as abilities to handle the world of work in your area of specialization. And the way to do that is to ensure that the curriculum that we are offering is well tested, it's well designed and approved by the various regulatory bodies, including the Commission for University Education and others who are at stake in terms of the quality that we offer here. The curriculum we offer is continuously monitored. In terms of implementation, we get regular reports from the deans to ensure that the teaching is going on well. The various assessments are done accordingly, and also quality assurance mechanisms such as ensuring that we have externalization processes as part of our QMS or quality management system processes. We also have a quality assurance policy in place which we are implementing, and from time to time we give reports on how we are faring on in terms of our reviews to the council. The council is very keen to know whether our programs are market driven. We don't want to offer programs where students will end up being jobless forever. Of course, we know there are challenges of job market right now, but over time, I'm sure the economy as it grows, these students will find a fertile ground where they'll offer their skills. So the council is very keen to ensure that we review our programs, we have innovative market-driven programs, and ensure that we monitor the programs that we are implementing accordingly based on our tools and process that we have developed.
The varsity growth has been steady ever since its first graduation as fully accredited university in 2013, from graduating around 150 students to the present 1,953 graduates.
My name is Professor Eric Koech, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration and Finance, University of Kabianga. And right at the onset, I would like to indicate that the University of Kabianga has registered significant growth, enormous growth in terms of financial and administrative issues. Since we got chartered, we had an asset base of about 1 million. But currently in this particular financial year, we have an asset base of 2.4 billion in terms of financial position. And we have also had growth in staff numbers. We have a staff complementary of 560 from mere less than 10 teaching staff in 2010, and about 200 of these are academic staff. We have also registered a student population of more than 7,000. In fact, at the moment, we have a population of 7,254. And those are significant issues that have seen this university grow. However, I would like to indicate that the division is mandated to fast track on the vision, the mission, and the mandate of the university to support teaching, research, and development or extension activities in this university. and we provide both financial and administrative support. However, the resources over the years has become inadequate. For example, this particular year, we have inadequate resources, and we have concentrated now on developing only 2 projects, that is the library, the university library, and the lecture theatre 4. At the same time, we have reduced recruitment because of reduced resources, and we therefore have put in place as a university certain interventions because of the reduced capitation, and also in terms of, particularly in terms of appropriation in aid, because of the reduced student numbers following the poor performance of KCSE biology. We have had reduced numbers, and we are doing a lot of marketing. However, we are not able to rake in the much needed A in A, and therefore we have had that problem, and we have put in place interventions. For example, we have in the financial management, we are adhering strictly to the financial regulations, financial procedures, and financial policies spelled out in the Constitution of Kenya, spelled out in the Public Financial Management Act 2015 and regulations, spelled out in the IPSAS, International Public Sector Standard Accounting Standards, and other regulations. And secondly, so what I'm saying here is that we have to prudently manage our resources efficiently so that we can do more with less. Secondly, we have also embraced austerity measures, and one area we have looked at is going e-communication. We are adopting e-technology in almost everything. For example, whenever we are printing, we are communicating, we are using e-communication rather than printing, using paper. And secondly, we have embraced ERP, so that even some of our activities like applying for leave or assessing, say, a pay slip, we are using ERP, which is a modern technology. Thirdly, we have also expanded our resource base, resource income base. We are not only now relying on the Kabianga grant and A&A and IGU, we are also expanding in other areas, like we have consultancies. Our staff now are developing the policies on consultancy so that we depend on consultancy. We are also developing research proposals to attract funding locally and internationally. We are also getting into the area of linkages. For example, now the School of Natural Resource and Environmental Management have gotten partnership with Lancaster University through the collaboration of C4, International Forestry Research Organization. They have also gotten partnership with the Lake Basin. So these are some of the areas. We are also getting out to the alumni, so that through the alumni we can mobilize resources. We are also outsourcing most of our services. For example, the security firm, we have already started outsourcing services in security, so that we can efficiently and effectively use our resources.
One of the key issues, as I said at the beginning, is that we started with a student population of 155. Currently, the academic division will tell us that we have about over 8,000 students scattered across 4 campuses. The main campus here, Town Campus, Kapkadet Campus, and then Sotu Campus. Of course, over the last 2 or 3 years, the student admission has gone down based on the performance under KCSE. So that has been a big challenge. The Module 2 program is more or less really coming down in in terms of student numbers, but we are still struggling to see how we can attract students to those programs. One of the key infrastructure which I need to mention to you is Cap Cadet campus. The other campuses, Sotik and Kericho, we are on lease, we are leasing space. But Cap Cadet campus is a campus fully owned by the University Council. We procure it under loan with one of the banks. That facility was purposely built as an hospital. And then we procured it, and we thought that all our biomedical courses will be conducted there, and that is where we have our biomedical courses. So Cap Cadet is one of our facilities which we are very proud about, because in terms of the courses they are offering, they are very marketable, and people are able to access those facilities very easily. So we are grateful to the council for allowing us to procure that facility.
The university has supported the needy students through various donations and grants. Students who have excelled in their studies are also recognized through scholarship grants both locally and internationally.
Through the support of council, we are now getting into the area of endowment fund. We have developed a policy, and we have done a concept on endowment fund, and in this fund we are going to support the needy and the very needy students. For example, here we have 1,500 needy and 500 very needy students, and in this fund we also expect to support the talents in research extension and the best scholars, so that this university can be useful in the society locally and internationally. So we intend to have a launch of this fund and do the fundraising towards the end of the year or in the early part of the year.
Anyone or prayer?
The 7th graduation ceremony began from 9 a.m. as scheduled. Entertainment from the varsity thespians graced the occasion, and rare Chinese song was also performed by students from School of Arts and Social Sciences.
Nisombo, steshombo shawatola winjira. Nisombo sandahola winjira. Nisombo shawatola winjira. Ni degree mmepata leo. Ni degree mmepata leo. Sore mwana wa masore, sore mwana wa masore, sore mwana wa masore, sore mwana wa
Simba wodiga dai ni dija, Simba ni diwe shaoliusha, Simba wodiga dai ni dija, Simba ni diwe shaoliusha. Mite jagasha, feibe hajao tienya, feibe hajao tienya. Mite jagasha, janshi biye chuhwa, janshi biye chuhwa. Simba wodiga la 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 la.
huko ndani, kuna moto huko ndani kwa seneti kizimbani. Sijui niingie ndani, sijui nitafanya nini. Samahani profesa, ninabisha kuingia. Niwapa 3 dakika, mlete wenu wazazi. Kazi ni kudakadaka. Kwa wapi wenu wazazi? Gureni vinyangarika, kalete wenu wazazi. Kesi itasikika msipoleta wazazi.
Kwa nini wanisumbua? Mimi mtubizi sana. Kaya nimewapatia, hakuna lodaiana ya ziada melipia. Kwa nini mmeitana?
Kuna mambo nakwambia anatenda huyu mwana, na kueleza kwa hakiki ya mwanao yasemeki. Huyu mwana hamiliki, haliki, hatafuniki, vituko na vyoshiriki kwa chaki ya kiandikiki, darasani ya afiki, ni makosa kila wiki. Profesa ananionea, tena ananichomea, kila saa kunionea, haki ananichukia.
Kadadi pole tulia. Nimekuja kutetea. Leo utanielezea kwa nini kumuonea.
Hii ni chipuko la Radio Kabianga.
Mahafali ya 7 katika chuo kikuu cha Kabianga kuadhimishwa. Taaluma mbalimbali za chuo kikuu cha Kabianga. Chuo kupewa cheti cha ISO 9001 mwaka 2015. Maboresho wa msingi katika chuo kikuu cha Kabianga. Pongezi kwa usimamizi wa chuo kikuu cha Kabianga.
Hayo yamekuwa habari za Radio Kabianga. Sikiliza Radio Kabianga uzidi kumakinika. The academics registrar read the statutes and invited the Vice Chancellor to declare the congregation as the 7th graduation.
For the purpose of conferring degrees of the university, there shall be held from time to time a meeting of the university, which shall be called a congregation. If Senate so decides, other academic distinctions may be conferred and diplomas and certificates awarded at a congregation. Madam Chancellor, may I now invite the Vice Chancellor to declare this meeting a congregation of University of Kabianga. Welcome, sir.
By virtue of the authority conferred on me by Section 5 of Statute 25 of the University, I declare this assembly the 7th congregation of University of Kabianga.
Mr. Alex Ojamong, the chair of the Student Governing Council, addressed the congregation on behalf of the chair of the alumni.
I need not pause to say how very elated I am to be with you at this time and share experience with these great achievers. May I move very quickly to say things that I think I should say. And I preface my very brief conversation with our graduates with a statement made back in 2014 at a lecture at Woods Cross School in the States, that education, beyond all other devices of human origin, is the great equalizers of the conditions of men. And behold, from diverse corners you have come to celebrate and appreciate an exceptional education function such as this. Graduating then means that using your accrued education to be successful and giving back to the community from which you are. And education is what will remain in our heads after you've forgotten all that you were taught in class. And over the years, you have been taught not just what to think, but how to think. And this is what you should do, and that is the true nature of education.
I'd like to invite our Vice Chancellor to conduct a brief ceremony of installation of the Chancellor for this occasion.
Let it be known that the function of the Chancellor of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas for the University of Kabianga set out under Section 38, Subsection 3, Subsection A of the University Act Number 42 of 2012, Laws of Kenya, shall today be performed by Dr. Florence Grago-Nyamu, being the current serving chairman of Council of the University of Kabianga, as provided under Section 35, Subsection 38, Subsection 5 of the said Act. In exercise of Section 38, Subsection 5 of the University Act number 42 of 2012, I now invite Dr. Florence Kiraku-Nyamu, being the chairman of Council of the University of Kabianga, to perform the functions of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas of the University of Kabianga during this 7th graduation ceremony of the University of Kabianga.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration and Finance invited the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and Student Affairs to present the best overall students and address the congregation.
Madam Chancellor, may I now invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, to present the best overall students in the 2018-2019 academic year.
Madam Chancellor, in 2018-19 academic year, the following two graduates were recognized by the University of Kabianga as the best overall female and male students in academics, leadership, and character. For this purpose, may I invite them to come forward and briefly address the congregation in this order. The best female student is Esther Kalomu Paul. Madam Chancellor, Esther is from the School of Business and Economics, where she was pursuing a degree in Human Resource Management.
I am honored to give a speech on this very important day. The 4 years of my studentship at this prestigious university has given me a learning experience that can only be equated to apprenticeship. This has enriched not only my academic life, but all aspects of human life to make me an all-rounded individual. First, I would like to thank the University of Kabianga Senate for the hard work and dedication on our behalf. In my view, university students often take their university experience for granted as just a step between high school and the corporate world. We have received an excellent education here, which makes it far much more than just a step.
We will welcome and give your valedictory speech.
I feel honored to speak here today as the best overall student in the 8th graduation ceremony of the University of Kabianga. Truly, it has taken the mighty hand of God and His grace for this to happen, because even the Bible verse Philippians 4:13 clearly outlines that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And Romans 8:28, which says, in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and who have been called according to His purpose. My success today has involved a great deal of individuals. First and foremost, my parents, brothers and sisters have been my pillars and vessels of encouragement during my 4 years of study in this great university. They sacrificed all that they had just to ensure I'm sustained in school and that I didn't lose hope or go astray in the path of success that I have achieved today. My classmates were just awesome members who believe in the spirit of cooperation and helping each other to achieve the best. Through this, we could form effective discussion groups in proper planned sessions in order to delve more in what our lecturers imparted.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor Planning, Research and Development introduced the Outstanding Researcher of the Year.
The University of Kabianga has prioritized the annual recognition of the outstanding researcher amongst the members of staff. The criteria for identifying the Researcher of the Year 2019 involved web survey on the number of publications in referred journals, books and book chapters, visibility of the publications in the university website, retrieval hits, stock views, and the impact factor. Upon successful completion of the selection exercise, the recipient of the Researcher of the Year 2019 award is known. The researcher was born in Rubavu district, the western province of the East African country of Rwanda. He attended Sanzare Primary School between 1970 and 1977, and then the Rambo Secondary School for all levels between 1977 and 1980. Thereafter, he proceeded to Rubengera College of Pedagogical Humanities for A levels
and Diploma in Education between 1980 and 1984. Later, between 1985 and 1988, he studied in Moi University and obtained a Bachelor of Science in Forestry, second class honors, upper division. In 1996, he enrolled for Master of Philosophy in Forestry, specializing in tropical forest biology and silviculture, and graduated in the year 1998. In September 2019, he completed his PhD studies in forestry, specializing in silviculture and forest conservation at the University of Eldoret, and is awaiting graduation. Thus, he is a forester, and his research interest is in the field of silviculture and forest conservation. Madam Chancellor, may I now request that you present the award to the outstanding researcher. He has been recognized with the following items. 1, a plaque to signify the commemoration of this great achievement.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Number 2, a check of undisclosed amount. Number 3, a commendation letter.
Thank you very much. Well done. Congratulations. And continue to do research and generate new knowledge for humanity.
Thank you. Thank you.
In the speech of the Vice-Chancellor, he congratulated and urged the graduates on some of the key areas to focus on. He also commended the varsity for its steady growth.
Madam Chancellor, before I make my speech, I'll request that you allow me to invite our Governor just to greet this congregation.
I am here in 2 capacities, as a parent and as well as the Governor of Kericho. But let me begin with the first part. My daughter is graduating here with BSc Nursing. So when I say I have a daughter here, people are asking, some people may ask, why didn't the governor take his daughter to a foreign university? But let me tell you what happened 4 years ago. We sat down together. She said, I'm going to the University of Kabianga because it is the best. And I agreed with her that time as much as I agree with her today. And I confirm to anyone who's come to this graduation ceremony today that Kabianga, University of Kabianga indeed is the best university in the world. And graduates of University of Kabianga are as good as any graduates from any good university in the world. I've also come here to congratulate you, the students. Congratulations, the graduates. I want to wish you success in your future endeavor, and as you join the job market, begin with your own Kericho County. We welcome you as soon as yesterday.
On behalf of the University of Kabianga, may I take this opportunity to humbly congratulate all the graduates of the class of 2019. Congratulations and well done for your hard-earned achievement. Madam Chancellor, I am happy to point out that today we are graduating 1,955 graduates, comprising 42 postgraduate students, 1,746 undergraduates, and 167 diploma students. Of the 42 postgraduate students, 6 of them are the first cohort of PhD graduates who will contribute in the writing of history as the pioneer PhD graduates of our university. This is an achievement that takes the university to yet another remarkable level of accomplishment. Congratulations, our PhD graduates. We are proud of you. Madam Chancellor, in the 2019 academic year, the university admitted 1,053 government-sponsored students, 211 private-sponsored students, and 155 students who transferred from other universities to join University of Kabianga, against only 29 who requested to move out to other universities. This high number of transfer into this university signifies a positive reputational image of the university and enhance competitive advantage of our university. The university has witnessed tremendous growth in student numbers over the years, and ultimate growth in the number of those who have graduated from the initial number which we've graduated in our first graduation of only 155 to the current number, which is, as I have said, 1,955. I therefore wish to affirm that our graduates, the 1,955 graduates, being released today to the labor market, have acquired the necessary skills, competencies that meet the standards of academic markets, and I am confident that they possess what it takes to fit in the local, national, and global market.
The chair of the council, Mr. Mayaka, congratulated the graduates and urged them to be job creators rather than being job seekers.
On behalf of the University Council, I take this opportunity to applaud the 1,955 graduates, class of 2019, for their hard-earned achievement. Of the 1,155 graduates, 6 of them are first cohort PhD graduates who have put immense effort to be the pioneer PhD graduates of the University of Kabianga. Congratulations, graduates. Well done. Through these first pioneer PhD graduates, the University of Kabianga is elevated to a higher status among other universities in the world and will begin to attract international students pursuing PhD programs. This is indeed a great achievement. Madam Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I commend the university for the remarkable growth in student numbers, which currently stands at slightly over 8,000. Madam Chancellor, once again, I wish to appreciate and congratulate the graduates and pray for God's favor upon their lives as they start a new journey in life to interact in the global arena where competition is the focal point for success.
On our part as a government through the Ministry of Education, I want to add that we recognize the good work in terms of academics, research, and community service, which are the core functions of a university that is what it holds. I want to conclude my remarks by reminding you graduates that the knowledge, skills, and attitude that you have acquired today, having gone through the University of Kabianga, are universal. And as you go out there, please be prepared to turn what many others will see as challenges into opportunities.
It was all messages of good luck from the speakers, and the Chancellor delivered a remarkable speech on the growth and excellence of the varsity.
I take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduates in the class of 2019. Special recognition goes to the first cohort of PhD graduates. Shall we clap for them? We have 6 PhD graduates for the first time at the University of Kabianga. I note with appreciation that your resilience, discipline, and hard work throughout your study period at the university has finally culminated to this momentous event of conferment of degrees and award of diplomas in your respective disciplines. Congratulations to class of 2019. Congratulations to the Pioneer PhD graduates. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, it's important to acknowledge that we are all gathered here today for this function due to the concerted efforts and the immense contribution made by the government through the Ministry of Education. As I looked at the procession of academic staff, I felt humbled. The number has grown and it looks wonderful. Well done. Of great importance, the infrastructural development within the university has created a conducive environment for the core mandate of the university: teaching, research, and outreach. Think of the lecture halls, lecture theater 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the library coming up. And we have the gate. Please clap for University of Kabianga. What a beautiful gate we have. We have the health center. So the infrastructure has made a big difference to this university. I recognize the commitment and dedication of the university management and staff who have continued to perform their duties with skill, loyalty, and team spirit, thus enabling the university to achieve the set targets in the strategic plan. To the graduates, this ceremony is for you. It marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life with distinct new experiences. As somebody told you earlier, life is an experience. What you start from today is an experience, not completion of a degree. That now will be behind you. There will be challenges. There will be choices that you make, and there will be consequences. There will also be many opportunities and also many threats. So it will be your choice. Your successful interaction with the world will be greatly influenced by your ability to adjust to the new environment. I challenge you to ensure proactive response to the dynamism in the external environment within Kenya and beyond to contribute to nation building. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm certain that the graduates we are releasing to the labor market today have received high quality training and acquired requisite skills that will match the requirements of national and global development agenda for the betterment of humanity. Finally, may I reiterate my appreciation to the government of Kenya through the Ministry of Education for its invaluable support to the University of Kabianga, which has enabled the institution to develop the necessary infrastructure to support teaching, learning, and research. I would like to appeal for increased funding to ensure that the projects are completed on time. Once again, congratulations to all graduates here present. And as we approach the Christmas season, I take this opportunity to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year 2020. God bless the University of Kabianga. God bless us all. God bless you.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs invited the Dean of Schools to present the names of the graduates for conferment of their degrees.
Madam Chancellor, may I now invite the Deans of Schools to present the graduates for conferment of degrees and award of diplomas.
Named to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of Kabianga, for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
2018-2019 academic year, the following 370 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of School of Science and Technology and the University Senate for the conferment of the following undergraduate degrees of the University of Kabianga.
The Chancellor conferred the degrees, giving the graduates power to read. The Vice Chancellor dissolved the congregation, marking the end of the ceremony.
To the respective undergraduate degrees for which they have been educated, trained, examined and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire University of Kabianga, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees.
Having begun as a farmers training college in the year 1927, University of Kabianga has constantly been providing the cream of academic proficiency, now being the center of innovation and excellence. Now, here today, more than 1,900 students have been graduated with various degrees, that being one of their steps in their academic lives. Now, if you want a place where you're going to scale your heights in terms of education, then bet with me that University of Kabianga is the perfect place for you.
Clear the procession way for the Chancellor's reception.
University of Kabianga, innovation and excellence.